Benevolence.
In a peaceful city, there lived a little girl named Amara. She was fortunate to live in a big, beautiful house with her loving family. But sometimes she forgot just how lucky she was and failed to be grateful for her comfortable life. She often complained about the food served to her and dreaded going to school, thinking it was a boring chore. One fine day, her family decided to take a holiday to the circus, hoping it would bring some joy to Amara's life. As they lined up to buy food, a little girl who worked as a helper in the circus accidentally bumped into Amara, causing her new dress to get soiled. Amara's initial reaction was anger, and she shouted at the girl without thinking about her actions. That evening, as Amara settled into her comfortable bed, a bright, enchanting light filled her room, and a magical fairy appeared before her. The fairy explained that she had heard Amara's complaints and wanted to teach her a valuable lesson. The fairy announced that Amara would experience life in the circus for one day, just like magic. The next morning, Amara woke up in a strange room feeling disoriented. Confused but curious, she put on the clothes laid out for her and followed the person who came to wake her up. She was taken to the area where the circus animals were kept and was assigned the task of feeding and cleaning their barns. At first, she felt frustrated and tired, but there was no time to rest as she was immediately called to clean the circus area in preparation for the evening visitors. Exhausted and longing for her old life, Amara saw some children playing nearby. She wanted to join them and forget her troubles, but before she could, someone called her to open the food booth and start selling snacks. Tears welled up in her eyes as she missed her comfortable life, her friends at school, and most of all, food to satisfy her growling stomach. It was at that moment she truly understood the value of her previous life and the privilege she had taken for granted. As the day wore on, Amara's heart softened, and she began to empathize with the circus workers who lived this life day in and day out. She realized that not everyone was as fortunate as she was, and she should be thankful and kind to everyone she met. For the first time, she wished not for herself but for others to have a better life, for them to have more food to eat and happier days ahead. That night, she went to sleep, and when she woke up, she was in her comfortable bed once more, still confused if everything she experienced was just a dream or a real-life lesson. Regardless, she decided to return to the circus the next day to find the little girl she had shouted at and apologize sincerely. She also brought food and presents for the girl and the other circus workers, hoping to make amends and spread some happiness. From that day forward, Amara lived her life with a newfound sense of gratitude and appreciation for her luxurious life. She cherished her family, her home, and every meal she was served. Moreover, she found joy in sharing her blessings with those who were less fortunate, whether it was at the circus or in her own city. Amara's transformation was truly magical. Her heart now filled with empathy and kindness, she starts beaming with light, spreading love and happiness wherever she went. Amara's journey taught her a lesson that she would carry with her for the rest of her life. To be grateful for what she had, to appreciate the little things, and to share her blessings with others, making the world a better place. One act of kindness at a time.